asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. See, he asked a very interesting question, more light on sanskars. Can it be possible that our vrittis are not good, but sanskars are okay? No, 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 no. From the beginning, your vrittis have generated your sanskars, according to yoga psychology. आप जैसे कॉन्शियसली सोचोगे वैसे ही संस्कार बनते जाएंगे. आर यू कैचिंग दिस पॉइंट? इसलिए कॉन्शियसली हम क्या सोचते हैं दैट बिकम्स इम्पॉर्टेंट. एंड संस्कार्स ये योग में दे आर स्टडीड इन थरोली इन अ बिग वे. सी एटलीस्ट योर ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स एट होम मस्ट बी टेलिंग यू मस्ट हैव गुड संस्कार्स, अच्छे संस्कार चाहिए और इसके लिए ये करो वो करो. कितने सारे मैकेनिज्म्स इन्वेंट किए हैं जिससे बच्चों में अच्छे संस्कार आए हैं ना घरों में. it's natural in this culture. So all this is meant not to restrict your freedom or to dominate upon your freedom or anything like that. It is only meant to generate certain traits in you. कुछ संस्कारों को जन्म देने के लिए वो सब बनाया गया है. तो इसीलिए if you understand this, you will yourself adopt it. So that is why I am giving you all knowledge of sanskar. See, without all this knowledge, you cannot handle your attention, although that is all you need. Without understanding the background, क्योंकि आपका मन जो है ना, that is the sheet or you can say the substratum, the foundation upon which your attention is built. अगर वो foundation ही ऐसा it's not functioning properly, how will you build attention on that? इसलिए ये वृत्ति संस्कार ये सब you must pay attention to it. This is the groundwork, stabilizing the chitta, then building attention, building focus. People who are very agitated in mind, can they build focus? Tell me. Can they hold attention on anything? आप खुद ही देखो ना, अपनी ही अवस्था देखो. We don't have to go anywhere. Sometimes our mind will behave in such a way impossible to stop it or control it. So you cannot build attention at that moment. So that is why I am giving you all of this knowledge. Connected है ये attention से. Now you see the next slide will tell you all the types of sanskars. Your impulses, your knowledge based thoughts, desire based thoughts, effects of actions, even the sleep, nirodh sanskar जो कहते हैं, and of course the higher experiences of life, spiritual experiences, all of these I have been given different names of sanskars. These are all sanskars. So your impulses are called kleshas. Then there are vidya sanskars. अब आप जो पढ़ते हो ना, वो सब भी वृत्तियाँ सृष्टि करता है ना? It is becoming your sanskar. So next class it is easier to do all this work because you have created the sanskars required. So that they are called vidya sanskars. Then there are bhog sanskars, all emotion related experiences, vrittis becomes bhog sanskars. Then karmashay jo hai, which is the effect of action. Any action you perform, it will have its impact on your mind. So usse bhi sanskar hote hain jisko karmashay kehte hain. Then nirodh sanskars are there. When there is no special activity or thought, then also a kind of abhav pratyay is there. The content of the vrittis, there is no actual content. So that is called a nirodha sanskar. Then spiritual experience based sanskars are there, bhakti, prajna, all these are higher sanskars. So a whole lot of sanskars are there in human life. Now depending upon your conscious thought, a particular sanskar will grow. आपने मन कहाँ पर लगाया? Application of mind and conscious thought process are the most important things, that is why. आपने मन जहाँ कहाँ लगाया, अब पढ़ाई में लगाया तो विद्या संस्कार्स विल ग्रो, सिनेमा में लगाया तो भोग संस्कार्स विल ग्रो. यही सच है, यू नो. अच्छे काम किए तो कर्माशय विल ग्रो. एंड अच्छी तरह इफ यू एक्चुअली गेट हायर अवेयरनेस थ्रू योगा प्रैक्टिस एंड ऑल दैट, प्रज्ञा संस्कार विल ग्रो. So, depending upon where you invested vital energy and your thought, your sanskars go on growing in your system. तो इसीलिए कौन बनाता है हमारे संस्कार? हम खुद ही बनाते हैं और कोई नहीं बनाता. You are responsible for your life and destiny. Please know this. Don't blame it on anybody. Tomorrow, you know, when you grow up, you will have a number of people to blame. इसकी वजह से ये हुआ, इनकी वजह से वो हुआ. No, no, no. The fact of the matter is you alone are responsible for your mind. क्योंकि आपने आपके संस्कार create किए हैं through your conscious thought process, where you applied your mind, how conscious you became, and where you used your thought energy will decide what kind of sanskars you create. इसीलिए विवेकानंद कहते थे, you are the creator of your destiny. Be aware of your thoughts. Your thoughts verily make you what you are. मैं उन्हीं को quote कर रही हूँ. Take care of what you think, for your thoughts will create you. Your thoughts create your destiny. So no use blaming a parent, teacher, government. No use. वो सच नहीं है. Self development module, you must learn the importance of self knowledge and how responsible you must be for your own life. See, this is giving you this wealth of knowledge about your own mind. ये सब कौन सृष्टि करता है? हम खुद ही तो कर रहे हैं, है ना? Depending upon where you expose yourself, what are the learning, what kind of learning you have, what are your perceptions, what have been your cognitions, where did you invest emotion, your sanskars get created accordingly. What action you performed, what friends you made, what associations you made, पढ़ाई में मन लगा रहे हो या वहाँ बाहर जाके having fun, accordingly will be your marks, according will be your sanskars, है ना? Importance of taking charge of our mind. This is what they are telling us. You create your vrittis and sanskars. So have proper thought mechanism, proper thinking, positive thinking and positive feelings. इसीलिए सर्विस इज पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ. अच्छे काम करना, अच्छे भाव मन में रखना, इट इज नॉट ऑप्शन, इट इज पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ अ गुड लाइफ. इफ यू वांट अ रियली गुड ग्रेट लाइफ, यू विल मेक दिस पार्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ. आपके संस्कार आप खुद ही बनाते हो. देन लेट अस जूम इनटू अ सिंगल थॉट. व्हाट इज वन थॉट? You see, from the point of the mechanics of thinking of yoga psychology, now we have gone into one thought. अब देखिए यहाँ पर you will understand the concepts of vritti and pratyay very clearly. The mental fluctuation, modification of your mind is what is called vritti. वो जो green है ना वहाँ पर, जैसे ECG का चल रहा है, उसको vritti कहते हैं. That's the modification your mind is undergoing, but the content is maybe you are thinking of your home, you are thinking of your house. So उस content को प्रत्यय कहते हैं. Now in any thought there is a modification due to the pratyay, due to the content of your thought. If you are thinking of physics, आपका मन एक तरह से modify हुआ. Suddenly you remembered you fought with your friend, बस immediately दूसरी तरह modify हुआ, क्योंकि the pratyay changed. The pratyay became you fought with your friend, उसने मुझे ऐसा बताया बोला, I will take revenge. So it changed because your pratyay changed. So the modification of your mind changed. So the content of your vritti is pratyay. Together they make one thought. Now we are going very deep into your mind. एक thought कैसे बनता है? ऐसे बनता है. What is the content of your thinking will create the modifications of your mind. So when you have very erratic modifications going on in mind, you must understand your content is not good enough. आपको पता है जब आप violent चीज़ें देखते हो या you are indulging in something which is very violent and negative, your mind will become very agitated and restless. देखा, even babies they have tracked this. Baby के mind में भी a scene of violence, will put it into agitation and वो रोने लगता है. So you see, your vrittis are getting modified as per your pratyaya, the content of your thought. So how should your content be? Now if you want calm vrittis, अब आपको वो, you don't want donkey mind, monkey mind, butterfly mind, you want ekagra state and niruddha state. So then what should be the content of your vritti? It should be something noble, something positive, something good enough, worthy of you. है ना? Are you understanding? See, nobody will give you this analysis in today's world, I am telling you. What you will get in these classes, this is absent from today's world. That is why things are functioning the way they are. If you don't understand yourself first, how will you manage the world? Tell me. सबके बारे में ज्ञान है, खुद के बारे में कुछ ज्ञान ही नहीं है. That's okay for most people. चलता है जैसे. By the time you are 50, you will go into depression. जब खुद के बारे में ही कोई ज्ञान नहीं है, कभी समझा ही नहीं, what I am about, what this mechanism is, what this mind is, how will you handle other people properly? So clashes will be unavoidable unless you train your mind. So you see, this is how your thought is working. As per your vritti and pratyay, you radiate vital energy, pran. पता है वही है वो नीचे का image. If you are thinking positive thoughts, इसका मतलब है प्रत्यय भी बहुत अच्छी है, vritti accordingly modifies into something very beautiful, you will radiate positive aura. अच्छे अच्छे भाव निकलेंगे, शरीर में से भी निकलेंगे, because mind and body are united. So your aura is totally decided by your thought process. What do you radiate? If you are trying to impact society, you must first become impactful. You must first become so very positive, and you can say the charisma required for making changes comes only by this, when you are able to understand, identify and correct every thought, make it powerful. ऐसे positive thoughts ना, they are like weapons. आप जो सोचोगे वो हो जाएगा. आप योगियों के लाइफ में आपने सुना होगा ना ये सब बातें. You must have heard of stories about this. They thought and it happened. So how it happened? Because the thought became like a missile, you know. एक ही चीज़ इतनी एनर्जी मिल गई उसको कि वो चीज हो गया, वो जो सोचते थे वो. So take care. Take care. Your thought mechanism creates everything for you. You know, your environment also, since you radiate that level of pran through your thought, the environment you create around you, the surroundings, the circumstances, all are consciously or unconsciously created by you. जब you know they say जब rebirth होता है ना, when the soul takes a body, अब हम सब एक शरीर में आए हैं ना, how does it choose that which body it will come, which family it will come? According to this resonance. जिस तरह का सूक्ष्म शरीर होता है, which means mental makeup होता है, उसी के अनुसार उसका उसी तरह का शरीर, उसी तरह का circumstance, family मिलती है उसको. Because there you know you are not going to choose and select and all that, but it should match your resonance. तो इसलिए आप जो radiate करते हो, it will depend on what you are thinking within yourself. So make your thought process very positive, very good, aligned. आप देखिए यहाँ पर जो picture मैंने दिया है, there you will see the vrittis are going at a constant fluctuation. है ना? At least इतना आना चाहिए हमारे life में. प्रत्यय same है वहाँ पर. So this is a concentrated mind. लेकिन this is not our normal state. You know, want to see our normal state? Yes. Let me start from the normal. Yes. See, this is your normal state. तरह तरह के प्रत्यय है. Every thought is different from the previous thought. तरह तरह की चीज़ें आप सोच रहे हो. पहले घर के बारे में सोचा, फिर ब्रेकफास्ट के बारे में सोचा, फिर शाम को थोड़ा कुछ खेलने को मिल जाए उसके बारे में सोचा, फिर you thought of some garden. इतने सारे प्रत्यय हैं. So this is called the ordinary mind which has not yet learned to concentrate. Concentration में क्या होता है, gradually you start producing, you see now, see what I have written under that. Unstable vrittis plus dissimilar pratyais is the ordinary mind. Clear? But if you have stable vrittis and occasionally dissimilar pratyais, now you are bringing mind into focus. इसका मतलब है आपने जो प्रत्यय है, जो content of वृत्ति है, उसको अब आप limit करते जा रहे हो. Then you manufacture stable vrittis and similar pratyais, which means same pratyay अगर चलेगा एक ही तरह की वृत्ति में, then it is called a focused mind or concentrated mind. And non-fluctuating vrittis rising and falling at same point and same pratyay is what is called the meditative mind. So a lot of information from Patanjali Yoga Sutras has been condensed into this slide. वो जो पेजेस में कह रहे हैं वो एक स्लाइड में आपको मैंने दिखा दिया. What is the ordinary mind? What is the mind coming into focus? What is the focused mind or the concentrated mind, and what is the meditative mind? All dependent only on your vrittis and pratyais. तो ये जो प्रत्यय एकतानता है, इसका मतलब है maintaining one pratyay, it is to be practiced to get concentrated and meditative mind. Otherwise, always content of thought is which means only thought is flitting from one object to another, your thought is moving. ऐसे mind में concentration नहीं आता है. इसीलिए योग, learning the art of putting attention on one single thing alone. दूसरी चीज़ नहीं है वहाँ पर. So you see, the way to generate a concentrated mind is through the power of attention. Attention helps you to generate stable vrittis and similar pratyais, thus building focus. Attention is nothing but your awareness come to the forefront and the receding of your thought process. The rise of awareness to the forefront is the culmination of the initial meditative practice. With more practice, attention gets riveted. This is the heart of yoga. See, let me explain this a bit. हमारे माइंड में वृत्तियाँ चलती रहती हैं, उसका तरह तरह के कंटेंट होता है उस वृत्ति का. सो प्रत्यय इज ऑलवेज डिफरेंट. सो योर माइंड इज रेस्टलेस, थिंकिंग ऑफ मेनी थिंग्स एट अ टाइम. As you go on concentrating, pratyais will get limited to one pratyay and vrittis will modify in the same manner. You understand? So, same type of vrittis and same pratyay, then you are coming into deep focus. As you deepen this, there will be only one vritti, not even moving, at the same point, rising and falling same point with the same pratyay. इसी को ध्यान कहते हैं. Now what has happened? Your stupid thought process, हजार चीज़ों के बारे में एक साथ सोचना, that has gone to the background and awareness has come to the forefront. You have become deeply aware rather than identified with your silly thought. ये state is high attentive state. You have become deeply conscious and attentive now. Thought process has gone to the background. Awareness has come to the forefront. समझ में आ रहा है? Only when you attain this, you will understand how stupid I was. कुछ नालायक चीज़ों के बारे में हमेशा सोचते सोचते कहाँ गिर जाता हूँ मैं. You will naturally think like that. Your silly worries, fears, unproductive memories and passions, all this carry away your energies. तो इसीलिए मेडिटेशन इम्पॉर्टेंट हो जाता है. यू सी, इट विल हेल्प यू बिल्ड अटेंशन. व्हेन दिस स्टेट इज अचीव्ड, नाउ व्हाट हैज हैपेंड, अवेयरनेस हैज कम टू द फोरफ्रंट एंड थॉट हैज रिसीडेड. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आप सो गए. नो नो नो, यू हैव बिकम डीपली कॉन्शियस, बट थॉट प्रोसेस इज अंडर कंट्रोल. इट इज इन द बैकग्राउंड. यू हैव बिकम डीपली अवेयर. So, attention का definition ही हुआ, it is nothing but a beam of your awareness directed by your will. Attention का क्या definition है according to yoga psychology? It is a beam of your awareness directed by your will. तो अवेयरनेस फोर फ्रंट में नहीं आएगा तो कैसे अटेंशन बिल्डअप होगा? That is why you must practice yoga so that this carried away, being carried away by thought process stops. That is why it is so important. You become more aware than identified. You become more conscious than stupid. And you will become very, very attentive at that point. So, the very definition of attention, by definition, attention is, देखिए ये power of attention. Attention is a steady beam of your mental awareness generated by your will. And it is through the power of attention that you focus and concentrate your mind. वहाँ जो पहला पिक्चर दिया गया है, it is the concentrated attentive mind. देखिए आपका attention, it is like a laser, इतना focused है. You can, you can do delicate eye surgery with laser. The most delicate surgery. अगर attention ऐसा हो तो you can do anything. The most delicate things of life will be very easy for you. और अगर attention second picture जैसा हो, no beam at all, utterly scattered, then even if you give 24 hours a day to the task you are performing, nothing will happen. Nothing serious will happen in your life. है ना, ये देख लिया है ना आपने? So, power of attention you must understand, and the ability to build attention, bring it like this into focus. This is something ये आपको सीखना ही है. This is the purpose of this course. No use just knowing a few concepts. Now you will generate that level of attention in these classes and you will apply them further on. ये हम प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, लेकिन थियोरी में आप ये जान लो. सी नोबडी विल गिव यू दिस डेफिनेशन ऑफ अटेंशन. यू नो कैसे डेफिनेशंस देते हैं साइकोलॉजी में अटेंशन के? एबिलिटी टू रिमूव अदर थिंग्स फ्रॉम द माइंड. दैट इज नॉट इनफ. Positively, what is it? From the first person standpoint, what is it? It is nothing but your own mental awareness come into complete fruition and focus and directed by your will. So, attention depends on your willpower. So, the undercurrents of attention then, that also you should know, the undercurrents of attention will be your awareness and your will. If awareness is not there in the mind, only your silly thought process is going on, attention cannot be built. If will is not there to build attention, attention cannot be built. So, these are the undercurrents of attention. So, take charge of yourself. And also you should remember, there is no point in learning attention, concentration, all this if you cannot focus it on worthy goals. ये भी है ना? You know, Hitler was very concentrated guy. Hitler. क्या हुआ उस concentration का? So, if you don't have, इसीलिए मैंने आपको संस्कार का slide दिखाया. अच्छे संस्कार ना हो तो better not build concentration. Only if you have worthy sanskars and a very pointed mind, you will really do good. ये एक ऐसा mechanism है, आप करोगे तो आपको मिल जाएगा, लेकिन the groundwork should be very good. The foundation upon which you build attention, you must possess good sanskars fundamentally in life. Then on that you build everything. इसीलिए अच्छी चीज़ें देखना, अच्छे काम करना, good exposures, good reading, good habits in life, right now you make it part and parcel of your life. तभी this level of attention will really help you. This is yogic attention, you know. Otherwise, ultimately you will focus this attention on something silly. तो इसीलिए remember awareness and its investment in your thought process. इसका मतलब बहुत गहरा है, अभी हम उसमें नहीं जाएंगे, but at least you should know this. Awareness and will are the undercurrents of your attention. These two must come to the forefront in your mind, and your thoughts of fear, anger, hatred, whatever, that should recede. वो पीछे जाने चाहिए. That you should try to obliterate as far as possible. then attention can be built up to this level, because by definition it is nothing but it is your mental awareness directed by your will. It is a beam of your mental awareness. Now, if you actually watch the practical scenario, you will see most people only know thoughts. Awareness के बारे में उतना कुछ they have no idea. सुना भी नहीं है बहुत लोगों ने. सुना है कभी awareness के बारे में इतनी चर्चा? नहीं, सुना नहीं है. We are only identified with thought, but what is it that enlivens your thought? It is awareness. वो पीछे खड़ी है awareness. That is why your thought means something to you. आप देखिए आपका mental mechanism ऐसे ही काम कर रहा है. Now your job is to bring awareness to the forefront and put thought behind. Meditation का यही मकसद है. You become more aware than identified with the thought process. When you are able to do this, attention will peak. Peak attention means peak performance in anything. तो उसका mechanics ये है. Now, how do we actually apply this? I can give you any number of examples for this state. Example देने से वो याद भी रहता है आपको. You know, there is another incident of this kind of a complete yogic concentration. विवेकानंद के लाइफ में तो बहुत आप मिलेंगे. एक बार बेलूर मठ में एनसाइक्लोपीडिया ब्रिटानिका को लेकर भी ऐसा ही एक इंसिडेंट है. स्वामी जी एक एक दिन में एक एक वॉल्यूम पढ़ रहे हैं. So somebody told him that how can you, his own disciple actually, he had come and he asked him that Swamiji, how have you read so many volumes so quickly? तो Swamiji ने कहा, you please ask me whatever you want. और उसने पूछा and Swamiji same capacity, verbatim बोल रहे हैं वहाँ पर क्या लिखा है. एक बार पढ़ने से ये कैसे संभव है? By the power of attention. By the power of attention. See, when you actually are in a completely attentive state, you will lose sense of time and space. ये हुआ है आपके लाइफ में? कभी कभी rarely होता है. अब जब I don't know how many of you are in the PhD. Many times I have found my PhD students saying this कि होता है मैम ये. इसको एक नाम भी है. आजकल ना there's a huge study of this process, especially awareness, attention, their connection. It is being studied the world over. The insight I am giving you is the insight of yoga psychology. लेकिन वहाँ पर सब जगह में कैसे study कर रहे हैं? They are studying it as, they call it flow. It's a word coined by Csikszentmihalyi, Csikszentmihalyi. He has coined this word called flow, which means you are wrapped in some object, on something you are studying or anything, and you lose sense of time and space spontaneously. कभी कभी म्यूजिक सुनते ये होता है ना, you got so totally involved in the music कि आप भूल ही गए कितना समय कितना बजा कि कुछ खाया या नहीं खाया. You don't remember anything. When you are playing a game of chess, कितने लोग खेलते हो? No time for chess. Okay, few play chess. So chess में जब climax होता है तब ऐसे होता है ना, you forget naturally. You are riveted because you have to win. So there are states in your everyday life where you experience this flow. जब naturally time space drop and your attention becomes unmoving क्योंकि ऐसा climactic situation है. Now the point is you must learn to generate flow even when there is no challenge. Because flow is considered it's actually a function between challenges and skills. If you are very skillful in something and as there is a real challenge in front of you, flow is generated. देखा है mathematical problems को tackle करने के समय this happens. A real challenging situation and you are skilled enough, then completely you will dive into it. So if you are able to generate flow without even a challenge, that is yoga. Which means this is your normal state of mind where your attention remains on the object, does not flit from there. Whatever you are doing, अगर ये habit हो जाए, tell me what will stop your success in life. So that is why the power of attention is the secret of success. आप किसी भी सक्सेसफुल पर्सन के लाइफ में देखो, there is a book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Stephen Covey, I don't know how many of you have read it. You will see any successful person has this capacity for unmoving attention. जो उसका मकसद है, जो उसको हासिल करना है, वहाँ पर he is absolutely committed. He doesn't move from there. So unless that state is manufactured, generated, maintained continuously, you will lose this capacity after a few years. इसी उम्र में करना है, आपको पता है? योग, you have to do it within 30 years, they say. The higher reaches of yoga, because they are only showing you the highest reaches of your own consciousness. Let me tell you one more thing. With age, this capacity goes. इसलिए इस उम्र में if you miss it, you have missed it for life. Are you seeing the seriousness of it? Only in this age you can do it. After this age, it will ripen if you have manufactured it correctly. Otherwise, it's difficult. So, practice now is important. This is part and parcel of your entire study process. Better attention, better study. It's not another thing. Or a course, a credit के लिए करना है. Don't have such silly ideas. It's part and parcel of studies. जितना attention manufacture करोगे, उतनी अच्छी पढ़ाई होगी. Now, next what I am going to teach you is the actual process of Patanjali Yoga. The states of Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. सुना है ना इसके बारे में? Do you want to know in detail about it? Then only I will do it. Otherwise I won't do it. You must know in detail about it. ये क्या चीज़ है? The highest reaches of your own mind and of your attention. This is what they are going to tell you. And by that, इसको actually कहते हैं Samyama, which means Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi on a single object. एक बार आपको इसके संबंध में आइडिया भी आ जाए, you will know what you are capable of. And then you will understand ये जो donkey mind है और monkey mind है, how silly it is to live like that. आप खुद ही उस तरफ नहीं जाओगे, बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. Don't distract yourself, pay attention, ये सब बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. Once you understand this, the science of yoga is actually telling you every mind can do this. ये कोई special capacity नहीं है. What is special is the sanskars should be special. इस तरह के संस्कार होने चाहिए कि ये जो साइंस है वो इम्पॉर्टेंट लगता है. And then any mind can do it. हमारे लाइफ में we are ordinary people. In our life, at least we must practice in such a way we are able to generate the state which will give us whatever we want in life. योगियों जैसे ध्यान में बैठ के रहना, that may not be our intention, but the state of mind required for the highest attention, for meditation, that you must be able to manufacture. Otherwise, you are missing life, I am telling you. This distracted state is no life. जितना mind distracted होगा, उतना you are wasting vital energy. In the concentrated states of higher awareness, you will understand the meaning and beauty of life. See, जो अभी आपके अंदर एनर्जी है ना, वाइटल एनर्जी, उसको अगर डबल कर दें, आपको कैसे लगेगा? All the more alive, all the more aware. Double of life experience you will get, isn't it? In fact, you are trying to do that through the senses, but उससे नहीं होता है. Very sorry. You are trying to increase life by more sense exposure, more sense titillation. बट उसके द्वारा नहीं होता है, वो होता है इफ़ यू डबल द लेवल ऑफ योर वाइटल एनर्जी, यू विल हैव अ बेटर, double the experience of life, far more vitality. So this is only possible through yoga. तो इसीलिए तो आपको सिखा रहे हैं how to enhance life, not how to run away from life. योग उसके बारे में नहीं है. How to enhance life. You enhance your life energy, you will become more alive in mind, more vitality, greater attention, bigger chunk of life you will have. So this is what this science entirely is about. You must remember this, whoever has practiced yoga in the right way has found not just concentration and focus, वो तो आपको मिलेगा ही, but they have found deeper happiness in life. वो क्यों? How are they related? इतना जबरदस्त concentration लगाया, how does it make me automatically more happy? You know, awareness and happiness are related. There is a equation. Happiness is an exponential function of your awareness. The more aware you are from within, more clarity will be in the mind, so higher will be your degree of happiness. And more cluttered the mind, lesser the awareness, the lesser the happiness. Is this true? योग के द्वारा this same state is being enhanced tremendously. The state of uncluttered, clarified awareness. So you see, it is not some supernatural state. आपके awareness कोई clarify कर रहे हैं, आपके mind कोई declutter कर रहे हैं. So don't attribute it to some supernatural element. ये जो मिराकल मॉन्गरिंग ये सब होता है ना योग के नाम में, वो सब आप छोड़ दो. अकल्टिज्म, ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ प्रैक्टिसेस, मिराकल मॉन्गरिंग, ये सब छोड़ दो. विवेकानंदा's राजयोग इज अ प्योरली साइंटिफिक डिसिप्लिन. इट्स अ साइंस. साइंस का मतलब क्या है? मैं करूँगी तो भी मुझे मिलेगा, आप करोगे तो भी आपको मिलेगा. इट इज़ अवेलेबल टू एवरीवन if they do it correctly, and it is available anywhere because it's a universal law of life. You do it in America also, you should get it. You do it in Himalaya also, you should get it. You should do it correctly. ये चीज़ है. So the magic of yoga is, it is the science of your consciousness. It is showing you the highest reaches of human consciousness. Explore it like that, and don't go into any other kind of occultism regarding yoga. Only as a science हम लोग उसको study करेंगे. It is a science. I told you, Vivekananda said it is the rationale of all your practices and worship and all that. It is the reason behind whatever you are practicing. In fact, you know, योग के माध्यम से the amount of research that has gone on what yoga results in finally, it is tremendous. It's not just about building focus and attention. It will give you such an amount of joy, happiness and stability in life that you आप देखते ही रह जाओगे कि how this is happening. It is only because your mind has been brought into a very stable state. Awareness has become dominant. Thought process has, see, thought can be of various kinds, isn't it? If thought recedes, your awareness is dominant and perpetual. You are assured of happiness. Then whether there is anger, hatred, worry, whatever cause for whatever, you will remain in a very balanced state. So this is the beauty of yoga when it is practiced. And how it is related to happiness, I told you, the more the awareness in your system, the greater the happiness. This is not synthetic joy. Synthetic joy, you know, you need this object to be happy, that person to be happy. That is synthetic joy. This yoga is original joy. Awareness का pure joy है वो. तो चीज़ ही अलग है. अगर आप miss out कर लो, then you know your discretion, your discrimination will be only very limited between two small lines. pleasure and non-pleasure, that's all. Such a small idea of happiness you will have. There is a huge range of happiness available to you. एक टॉक है लैडर ऑफ हैप्पीनेस, आपका होमवर्क है, आपको उसको देखना है. इट इज़ ऑल्सो IIT टॉक, लैडर ऑफ हैप्पीनेस, NRCVEE के चैनल पे है. सो इट विल टेल यू there is a range of happiness available to you only if your awareness comes to the forefront. If you lead a stupid donkey life, वो नहीं होगा. Then your only joy will be वो कोको कोला मिला या नहीं, आइसक्रीम मिला या नहीं, टीवी पे ये देखने को मिला या नहीं, addictions, this will be your only level of joy. You become addicted only when you don't have real joy in life. Then you fall for pleasure. You know that? True? See, everything I am telling you is true. When you don't have real joy in life, you will fall for pleasure and addictions. So, अपने आप को उठाना है इस स्टेट से. You know, that's the message of Bhagavad Gita. Uddhared atmana atmanam. You lift yourself by yourself from all these states in order to get the real taste of life. Where you are not dependent on people and objects to keep you happy. Isn't it a wonderful thing? मुझे कोई नहीं चाहिए मुझे सुखी रखने के लिए. It's a wonderful thing to say. I am happy by myself. So this is only possible if awareness comes to the forefront. Thought recedes and attention is built to this level. So that is why I am telling you everything in your life is related to yoga. If that is missing, yoga is missing, life is missing. Life is missing. Just gathering 100 thoughts and concepts and connections is not enough. That is not called learning. That is vritti jnana. That is important for survival, to earn money, to work in this world, very important. But for your happiness, your balance, your stability, you require this knowledge, self-knowledge. So that is why now we will plunge into the heart of this, what is called Samyama in yoga, which is actually understanding the states of Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. But you know, precondition is very huge for this. So वो मुझे बोलना ही है क्योंकि in classical yoga ना ऐसे ही इसको नहीं देते हैं. You have to satisfy those conditions. So precondition क्या है, लंबा पाथ है. It's called अष्टांग योग. अष्टांग योग के एंड में आपको ध्यान, धारणा, ध्यान एंड समाधि मिलेगी. So अष्टांग योग क्या है? It starts with yam and niyam. Fundamental disciplines for a good life. यही कह रहे हैं वो. So I will go into this a little more when we actually I wanted to do this in your guided meditation class, that you get a good conception of this entire thing, yam and niyam. लेकिन मुझे पता नहीं अब वो class कब हो रहा है. I really don't know because we are short of time just now. So I will just give you some basic ideas about these disciplines, and then we will go into the main thing. So you see, yam kya hai? They are social observances or ethical disciplines actually. उसको उन्होंने Patanjali has classified them under ahimsa. Ahimsa is non-violence. A non-violent attitude of mind is important. आपको इस level of attention manufacture करने के लिए, मैंने कहा ना, अगर हिटलर अंदर बैठा हो, no use building attention. Better you remain distracted so that you won't cause so much havoc at least. So ahimsa should be a fundamental trait for the yogi. फिर satya, truthful. See, if you are not truthful in speech, in thought, you will not reach the truth. It is so simple. क्योंकि वही mind तो reach करने वाला है. If that mind is giving out false output, how will it touch the truth? So satya, very important discipline. The third discipline is brahmacharya. See, don't get frightened by this. The whole point is vital energy को एक level पे रखना है. That is brahmacharya, which means you keep your vitality in your hands. You don't give it in the hands of other people. So a certain amount of purity in life. This is actually the essence of social disciplines, social observances, that there is self-control in the person. फिर asteya, which is a non-stealing and non-covetousness, non-stealing, not asking for others' possessions, no greed basically. And then aparigraha, which is non-expectation of gifts from others, क्योंकि it compromises your energy, vitality. So these are some of the observances of yama. Then it is niyam. Niyama means shaucha, which is purity again of body and mind. Then santosha, these are all personal observances, please see. Santosha is contentment of mind. Then you have tapas, austerity, a spirit of योग करने के लिए थोड़ा you must be very willful about it. नहीं तो नहीं अभी समय नहीं है और मम्मी ने कहा ये करो, IIT में पढ़ रहे हैं कहा, if all these excuses if you have फिर नहीं हो सकता. So थोड़ा ये तपस्या का spirit होना चाहिए, है ना? Obviously. फिर संतोष तो मैंने बोला आपको, a feeling of inner contentment is required for the practice of yoga. फिर स्वाध्याय है, which means you must study scriptures a bit. कोई स्टडी करते, भगवद गीता आप स्टडी करते हो कभी? आप करते हो, ओके, गुड, सम ऑफ यू आर डूइंग इट. व्हाट विल हैपन इज योर माइंड विल बी रेज्ड टू अ पर्टिकुलर लेवल बाय डूइंग दैट. कुछ अच्छी अच्छी चीज़ें मन में आएंगी अपने आप. सो स्वाध्याय इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. एंड ईश्वर प्रणिधान, विच मीन्स you take refuge in God, you believe in a supreme power which will help you in this path. So all these are helpful, these are fundamental practices for before you start all this samyama, So ये चीज़ें they should be inbuilt in us. This is the fundamental requirement. उसके बाद है आसन. आसन means the ability to sit. मैंने पहले ही कह दिया 2 घंटे बैठना पड़ेगा. If you are prepared, come for the course. And you must be able to sit still. आप still नहीं बैठ रहे हो. You must develop the capacity of remaining still. You know why? Initially that will still your mind also. If you practice stillness of body, stillness of mind will come naturally. If the body itself is very restless, mind will become restless. So asana is that comfortable position where you can maintain stillness for long periods of time. वो पद्मासन भी हो सकता है, दूसरा कोई आसन भी हो सकता है, आप चेयर पर भी बैठ सकते हो, लेकिन stillness is quietness, is awareness. You will become naturally conscious. इसलिए आसन बहुत important है. ये मैंने खुद ही देखा है. Anywhere we sit, if you sit absolutely still, but fully conscious, still का मतलब नहीं है कि आप थोड़ा ऐसा नहीं. Fully still and fully conscious if you sit, you will reach these states naturally. Then pranayam. Pranayam तो आपको सिखाएंगे. When we have the guided meditation, I will teach you the simplest form of 2 pranayams. One is for yoga practice, one is for your general health, physical and mental health. Anulom Vilom I will teach you, and Bhramari Pranayam I will teach you. And then we have the practice of Pratyahar, which means you withdraw your mind from other things in order to concentrate on one thing. थोड़ा ये भी practice करो. See, just now here in this room, if you are thinking अब अगला क्लास वहाँ है और फिर मुझे वहाँ जाना है, फिर कैंटीन में कुछ लेना है, क्या खाऊं आज कैंटीन में, if this is going on, आप कैसे अब संयमा तक कैसे आओगे? So stopping this, एक ही withdrawing your mind from other things and concentrating, bringing it to concentrate on one object. So this pratyahar till here, it should be a practice for you to enter into dharana and then dhyan and then samadhi. तो ये जो 5 चीज़ें हैं, यम, नियम, आसन, प्राणायाम and pratyahar, this should be part and parcel of life. ये कोई philosophy नहीं है फिर से. This is part of life. अगर ये life में हो, then easily you can attain to this level of attention and concentration. So, after this only begins the 3 states of Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. These are very powerful states. आपको पता नहीं है, even just धारणा, not to speak of Samadhi and all that, सिर्फ धारणा अगर हो जाए मन में किसी एक ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर, you will generate tremendous power in your system. Just dharana. And if you come to dhyan, if it actually you are getting absorbed in the object in a deep way and you have become fully aware, that's a tremendous state to attain. Or samadhi to, it is complete absorption in the object. So, these are all spectacular states of very deepened awareness and absolute attention. Even a bit of this will give you tremendous power in your personality. It will give you the focus you require for success. It will make you a real man. Otherwise, वो फालतू चीज़ें तो है ही, distracting and running after this and running after that. वो तो है ही जीवन में, लेकिन थोड़ा इसका practice will make you something, you know, you will stand apart from the crowd. यही होता है इससे. It is through yoga that most people have realized Vedant. You must understand this. योग शब्द उपनिषद में भी आता है. वेदांत जो ज्ञान हमको देता है, हमें बताता है, it is about the nature of your being, the self. It is possible through this yoga, mechanism of yoga. So that is why this is actually the purpose of yoga, is that transcendental knowledge, the knowledge of the self. But it puts out so many positive effects in our life that you can use them in your journey in life. So that is why we are studying it. So before I enter Samyama, I want to tell you that the satisfaction of these few principles assures your entry into Samyama. And without this, you will falter there. Many people don't succeed in yoga. योग का मतलब वो सिर्फ आसन नहीं है, वो चक्रासन और ये आसन और वो आसन, वो सब फिजिकल जो है एक्सरसाइजेस जो वो बोलते हैं, इट इज़ ओनली मेंट टू स्टेबिलाइज योर बॉडी एंड टू हील सर्टन थिंग्स इन योर बॉडी. बट द योगा विच वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट, द राजयोग, द प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ माइंड मैनेजमेंट एंड अटेंशन, this is the real yoga. These are the higher reaches of yoga, where your awareness itself is being brought into complete fruition, into complete manifestation. So isko hone ke liye, for this to happen in the system, you must be established in this. ये precondition है योग के लिए. I can't proceed without that. इसलिए at least when you are taking this course, be very concentrated about these things. And actually when we do the practical, you will practice some of these things. एक चीज़ है, you must always remember, those who take up this path, they are taking it up with very clear discretion or discrimination. मैं योग क्यों कर रहा हूँ उनको पता है, ऐसे वैसे ही नहीं लेते हैं. आपने ये कोर्स ऐसे वैसे ही लिया? हाँ नहीं, किसी ने कहा अच्छा होगा इसलिए लिया, या क्यों लिया? हाँ, वेरी गुड. राजयोग प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए, because I want something of this knowledge, because it is science of my own life. If I know what is happening on Jupiter and Saturn and what is Voyager doing, but I don't know what is happening in my own system, what is the point? हाँ, मेरे मन में क्या हो रहा है, उस मन को कैसे कंट्रोल करना है, इसके बारे में ही कोई आइडिया नहीं है, और वो कॉजर्स क्या कर रहे हैं उसके बारे में सब आइडियाज़ हैं. What is the point of this, I am asking you. So learn to manage your system first. अपने आप में stabilize हो जाओ, then you go on your exploratory road. The infinite ocean of knowledge will be open before you, because you will not have silly distractions and your vitality will be beaming. मैं कहती हूँ ना, present vital energy will get doubled. So how will be your experience of life? अब अभी जितना enthusiasm है, जितना adrenaline release हो रहा है in all your excitement of life, if that gets doubled, that is what yoga does. Your vitality just mounts. So इसीलिए बट ये प्री कंडीशंस यू शुड रिमेंबर, हाँ, नहीं तो सिर्फ थियोरी हो जाएगा. If you don't follow some of these moral disciplines and if you don't understand the value of pratyahar and all this, ये theory हो जाएगा आपके लिए. It will not happen in the system. So take care of this, and I will proceed to the next slide. Oh, time is up already. Time is already up. I just take 2 minutes. देखिए यहाँ इस स्लाइड में, आई विल कम टू दिस स्लाइड अगेन टुमारो, सो डोंट वरी. धारणा, ध्यान एंड समाधि हैव बीन पुट इनटू वन स्लाइड just for you to comparatively study the 3 states. इतना easy नहीं है इनको समझना, but comparatively उनको समझने के लिए ऐसे दिया गया है. And I am using a particular paradigm. I meditating on an object, say the object is Om. So धारणा किसको कहते हैं उसमें, ध्यान किसको कहते हैं, and समाधि किसको कहते हैं. This we will be studying, we will take it up tomorrow. Don't worry, I will come back to the same slide and show you many more slides so that you get a thorough knowledge of योग क्या कह रहा है आपको. We'll stop here because time is up.